kiddos, my name is Tracy and I am from the Louisville Free Public Library, and I'm so excited to be able to share some silly stories with you today because the end of this week is April 1st and that is April Fool's Day. So I'm doing some silly stories. But first we have to start with my opening song, and if you've ever come to a story time with Miss Tracy, you probably know this one. So put your fingers up. You ready? Friends, 1, 2, 3. All my friends are here with me. Look at your family. You're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. Friends, 1, 2, 3. All my friends are here with me. Let's do it again. And if you don't have a brother or a sister, or if your mom's not hanging out with you, you could always use your stuffed animals. They can be your friends too. So you ready? Let's do it. 2 fingers. Friends, 1, 2, 3. All my friends are here with me. You're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. Friends, 1, 2, 3. All my friends are here with me. And give yourself a big hug too, because you're your own friend, right? So we have one more song before we do our first book, and it's called Marmalade and Jam. It's really called Bread and Butter Marmalade and Jam. But we are going to clap and hit our knees. Clap and hit our knees. Clap and hit our knees. You ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as soft as we can. Ready? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Let's do it again. Ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Hello. Hello. One more time. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slow as we can. Hello. One more. Last time. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hello. Hello. Good job. Good job. That was fun. Let's do our first book. It's called Interrupting Chicken, and it's by David Ezra Stein. And see this silver circle here? That's a Caldecott Honor Award, because David Ezra Stein did the words and the pictures, and that award is for the pictures because he's a really good artist. And look how silly that chicken is with his glasses. Isn't that funny? Have you ever seen a chicken with glasses? I haven't either. So let's see. Interrupting Chicken. This is their home. It was bedtime for the little red chicken. He was tired. Well, he might not be tired, but his daddy's probably tired. Okay, my little chicken, said Papa. Are you all ready to go to sleep? Yes, Papa, but you forgot something. What's that? Asked Papa. A bedtime story. All right, said Papa. I'll read one of your favorites. And of course, you are not going to interrupt the story tonight, are you? Are you going to interrupt it? No, Papa, no. I'll be good. Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel were very hungry. Deep in the woods, they found a house made of candy. Nibble, 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 they began to eat the house until the old woman who lived there came out and said, "What lovely children. Why don't you come inside?" And they were just about to follow her when out jumped a little red chicken and she said, "Don't go in, she's a witch." So Hansel and Gretel didn't. The end. Oh, he interrupted. Chicken? Yes, Papa. You interrupted the story. Try not to get so involved. I'm sorry, Papa, but she really was a witch. Well, you're supposed to be relaxing so you can fall asleep. Let's try another story. I'll be good. Little Red Riding Hood. Take this basket of goodies to Grandma, said Little Red Riding Hood's mother. But don't stray from the path. The woods are full of danger. Red Riding Hood skipped along through the deep woods. By and by, she met a wolf who wished her good morning. She was about to answer him when out jumped a little red chicken and she said, "Don't talk to strangers." So Little Red Riding Hood didn't. The end. Chicken. Yes, Papa. You did it again. You interrupted 2 stories, and you're not even sleepy. I know, Papa, I'm sorry, but he was a mean old wolf. Yes, now get back into bed. Okay, Papa, let's try one more little story, and I'll be good. Chicken Little, one of my favorites. Chicken Little was hit on the head by an acorn. This guy is falling, she thought. And she was about to run off and warn Goosey Lucy, Ducky Lucky, Henny Penny, and everyone on the farm this guy was falling when out jumped a little red chicken and she said, "Don't panic. It was just an acorn." So Chicken Little didn't. The end. Chicken. Yes, Papa. You did it again. Oh, Papa, I couldn't let that little chicken get all upset over an acorn. Please read one more story, and I promise I'll fall asleep. But Chicken, said Papa, we are out of stories. Oh, no, Papa, I can't go to sleep without a story. Then, said Papa, yawning, why don't you tell me a story? Me tell a story? Said little Chicken. Okay, Papa, here we go. Bedtime for Papa by Chicken. Once there was a little red chicken who put her Papa to bed, and she read him 100 stories. She even gave him warm milk, but nothing worked. He stayed wide awake. All Papa? Aw, good night, Papa. She put her Papa to bed. The end. Good job of listening. If you like this book, Interrupting Chicken by David Ezra Stein, you can check it out at the library. Just have your mom or dad call the library and reserve it, and you can pick it up here. Let's do a finger play called 5 Hot Dogs in a Pan. 5, count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like 5 fingers. Are you ready? 5 little hot dogs frying in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam! You have to clap with me on that. You ready for the next one? How many hot dogs are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little hot dogs frying in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam! Oh, there goes another one. How many are left? 1, 2, 3. That one is like not really in the pan. I think we should move him. Ready? 3 little hot dogs frying in a pan. The grease got hot and one went bam! Good job. How many are left? 1, 2. 2 little hot dogs frying in a pan. The grease got hot and one went bam! What do we have left? 1 hot dog. Ready? 1 little hot dog frying in the pan. The grease got hot and it went bam! Oh, what do we have left? Are there any hot dogs? No little hot dogs frying in the pan. The grease got hot and the pan went bam! And it went away. Good job. Good job. You ready for the silliest book of all? It's one of my favorite books ever, Silly Sally by Audrey Wood. And this is a big book, right? So sometimes it's a little awkward, but it's so much fun. Look at this beautiful field of yellow. Oh, it's so pretty. Silly Sally went to town walking backwards, upside down. Can you do that? You should try that. On the way, she met a pig, a silly pig. They danced a jig. Silly Sally went to town dancing backwards, upside down. On the way, she met a dog, a silly dog. They played leapfrog. Silly Sally went to town leaping backwards, upside down. On the way, she met a loon, a silly loon. They sang a tune. Silly Sally went to town singing backwards, upside down. Look, the birds are even flying backwards. On the way, she met a sheep, a silly sheep. They fell asleep. Now, how did silly Sally get to town? Sleeping backwards upside down. Along came Nettie Buttercup, walking forwards, right side up. He tickled the pig who danced a jig. He tickled the dog who played leapfrog. He tickled the loon who sang a tune. He tickled the sheep who fell asleep. He tickled Sally, who woke right up. She tickled Nettie Buttercup. And that's how Sally got to town, walking backwards, upside down. Look, everybody's trying it. Isn't that funny? This little guy, this daddy is holding his little kid upside down too. Does that look like fun? I don't think I could do it, but you should try. So this is a really silly book called Sneezy the Snowman. And I know we haven't had snow for a while, but we had a whole lot there for a few days last month. So I love this book, and I want to share it with you. And the author is Maureen Wright. The pictures are by Stephen Gilpin. And it's called Sneezy the Snowman. Have you ever heard of a snowman sneezing? I know, me either. But this one sure does. Sneezy the Snowman shivered. Brr. Can you shiver like you're cold? Oh. It's cold out here, that's for sure. I need a drink to warm me up. So he drank cocoa from a cup. He said with a smile, I like this a lot. And then right there, believe it or not, he melted from drinking something too hot. The children cried out, what should we do? A voice from the puddle said, make me brand new. They rebuilt Sneezy as snowflakes flew. A cold winter wind swirled and it blew. The snowman sneezed a gigantic hot chew. I'm sneezing and freezing and shivering too. A little girl said, then let's share. I have something you can wear. Here's my hat to put on your head. You look awesome, the children said. The snowman blinked his coal black eyes. The stocking cap was a nice surprise. But Sneezy the Snowman shivered. Oh, it's cold out here, that's for sure. I am freezing every minute. I'll find a hot tub and sit right in it. He found one and smiled. I like this a lot. And then right there, believe it or not, he melted from sitting in water too hot. The children cried out, what should we do? A voice from the hot tub said, make me brand new. They rebuilt Sneezy as snowflakes flew. A cold winter wind swirled and it blew. The snowman sneezed a gigantic achoo. I'm sneezing and freezing and shivering too. A little boy said, then let's share. I have something you can wear. Here's my scarf that's red and blue. I think it would look great on you. The snowman blinked his coal black eyes. The colorful scarf was a nice surprise. He's fancy looking. It went very well with the long pink hat. The children all said, how about that? But Sneezy the Snowman shivered. It's cold out here, that's for sure. I need to feel some warmth on me. There's a campfire by that tree. Is that a good idea? Let's see. He said with a smile, I like this a lot. And then right there, believe it or not, he melted from standing beside something hot. The children cried out, what should we do? A voice from the puddle said, make me brand new. They rebuilt Sneezy as snowflakes flew. A cold winter wind swirled and it blew. The snowman sneezed a gigantic hat-choo. I'm sneezing and freezing and shivering too. The little girl said, then let's share. I have something you can wear. Here's my coat, the perfect fit. I know that you'll look good in it. Oh, look at her though, she's freezing. The snowman blinked his coal-black eyes. The bright orange coat was a nice surprise. It went very well with the scarf and the hat. The children all said, "How about that?" But Sneezy said, "Whew, I'm way too hot. I'll take off all the new clothes I've got." The children yelled, "No, that's not the way. Listen to what we have to say. Buy something cold at the ice cream store. Have 2 scoops or 3 or 4. Sneezy ate ice cream 7 scoops high. "This is great," the snowman cried. "I'm not too cold and I'm not too hot, and I'm wearing clothes that I like a lot." Then after eating every bite, he said, "At last, I feel just right." The end. Do you like to eat ice cream in the winter? I love ice cream in the winter. This snowman was a little crazy though, because he's made of snow, which melts. Wonder what other hot things he could get close to and melt. Should think about that. Maybe a hot tub at your house. So we are going to do a song about emotions that have motions. So you know the song if you're happy and you know it. But I have some other emojis that we're going to do. Are you ready? But first we're going to do if you're happy and you know it. And you know what goes with if you're happy and you know it? You clap your hands. So if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're angry and you know it, then your face will surely show it. Give me a really angry face. If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're worried and you know it, shiver and shake. If you're worried and you know it, shiver and shake. If you're worried and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're worried and you know it, shiver and shake. What's next? Let's see. If you're sad and you know it, say boo-hoo, boo-hoo. If you're sad and you know it, say boo-hoo, boo-hoo. If you're sad and you know it, then your face will surely show it. Give me your best sad face. If you're sad and you know it, say boo-hoo. What's next? If you're silly and you know it, make a face. If you're silly and you know it, make a face. If you're silly and you know it, then your face will surely show it. Let me see a good one. Let me try. If you're silly and you know it, make a face. Last one. If you're sleepy and you know it, go to sleep. If you're sleepy and you know it, go to sleep. If you're sleepy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. Big yawn. Ready? If you're sleepy and you know it, go to sleep. Do you snore? Maybe. All right. The very last song. Are you ready? I love this book. And it's called Down by the Bay, and it's by Rafi, who is an amazing singer, songwriter. You can find him all over. And it's illustrated by Nadine Bernard Westcott. Are you ready? I love this book because it's silly. It's the silliest song ever. You ready? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say. Did you ever see a goose kissing a moose? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say. Did you ever see a whale with a polka dot tail? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say. Did you ever see a fly wearing a tie? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow. Back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say. Did you ever see a bear combing his hair? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow. Back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say. Did you ever see llamas eating their pajamas? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow. Back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say. Maybe some silly things. Did you ever see an apple wearing a bapple? What's a bapple? Did you ever see an orange eating a blouse? Does that even rhyme? Did you ever have a time when you couldn't make a rhyme? Down by the bay. Such a fun book. Good job listening. You can come up with your own rhymes too with that song. That would be really fun. Maybe when you're riding in the car, make up some rhymes. That's great. Well, I had a great time today with you with all our silly songs and silly books. So go to our webpage and check out our interactive storytime board, and you'll see more videos and books all about silly, silly things. Have a great day.